أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, to all the sisters and brothers, let us begin our day with the morning dua. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka an-nushur. Bismillahilladzi la yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama'i wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Ya muqallibal qulub thabbit qulubana ala dinik wa ala ta'atik. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak wa ajirna minan nar. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Amin Ya Rabbil Alamin. All praise due to Allah Rabbil Alamin for His mercy, blessing, guidance, and for His rizq provision that Allah have been given us from the day we were born until today. May the provision, the rizq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue upon us with something that benefit us, that make us closer to Him, not provision that will make us forget Allah Rabbul Alameen and we'll be busy with the dunya until we die. Brothers and sisters, before we continue, I'd just like to convey the warm salam from all the good speakers where we were together in Philippines. The good speakers such as Dr. Saleh, Dr. Ibrahim, Wa'il Ibrahim, and also Mufti Ismail Meng, they convey their warm salam to all the brothers and sisters here. All the speakers have been here also in our markaz before, and alhamdulillah we were there to respond to an invitation on the important to have knowledge so that we become Muslim who act upon knowledge, not a blind followers. Alhamdulillah, few conversion took place in Zamboanga city where there is flood going on, and the mayor was with us, who was not a Muslim mayor, but she is very passionate mayor. Each time when she give a talk to us, when we discuss with her about what Islam can offer to the people, she was crying. Yeah. But this time she have to rush because she have to attend to the flood victim, and she shared with us one beautiful experience she encountered when a family whose husband passed away and the house is destroyed because of the flood, have 4 children, and she's a widow now. So she was crying, and then the victim, who is a Muslim, said to her, "Be strong." Yeah. So she was a bit surprised that she become weak and the victim becomes stronger. She thought that at that point of time they should be weak you know. So she should advise them to be strong. But the woman informed her, be strong, my mayor. You know. These are good things that happen when a Muslim accept qada and qadar. This flood is nothing to do with us, but maybe human may have some, I would say that we may make some error here and there. Especially when there's a construction going on, then they must make sure that whoever build or develop that area should make sure that they do not dump all the rubbish here and there and may cause flood easily. The same go to any developing country. When they start to develop, they are not aware about the environment. Nobody monitor the environment. So then things will get out of hand. And when something happen, then a lot of people will suffer. This is what the Prophet ﷺ said. When amal ma'ruf nahi munkar is not being carried out, meaning when you see somebody doing something that is not good, they do not take care of the environment, you have to remind them. Islam do not stop us to develop, but in the same time, development should bring more happiness to the environment, not cause disasters. So when you see something is not right, you have to inform the authority, so that the authority will send reinforcement to make sure that the environment is also being taken care while the development is going on. When we are in Manila, alhamdulillah, we have a session with a lot of youngsters, and we have a family who came to Islam after our talk, alhamdulillah. So thing is moving very positive for the Muslim. Even we know that there's a lot of happening, especially in Marawi city, is gone. The whole city is gone. All the houses, has been destroyed. This is what we are reminding the Muslim that Islam is here to bring peace, not to cause unrest, war. If there's any war involved in the Islamic ruling, you don't get the public involved. You find a common area, and you face whatever army that you are going to encounter. That should be the proper way. You should engage in the war front, not in the public area. Islamically, you are not supposed. You cannot just involve the public. It's against the code of the war in Islam. War is something that all people control. Every country do not want to engage, because at the end everybody suffer. But we hope Allah Rabbul Alameen give everybody extra wisdom to understand the importance to work toward peace. And that's why Allah said, وَلَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ بَعْدَ إِصْلَاحِهَا وَادْعُوهُ خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا إِنَّ رَحْمَةَ اللَّهِ قَرِيبٌ مِنَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah reminds us, do not cause unrest when there is peace. When there is peace, like our country, we have a lot of peace. Alhamdulillah, we should work very hard to maintain peace. If you cause unrest, that means you are not thankful with the peace we have, then we will create fitna to ourselves. And then Allah said, there's always some problem here and there. How peaceful the country is, nobody is perfect. Everybody have their own weaknesses here and there. So what we have to do is, we have to face all this problem with patience. وَادْعُوهُ خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا, and keep on praying and ask Allah. With fear. That means we are worried whether our prayer is being accepted or not. Then we have to check within ourselves why our prayer is not being answered by Allah. wa tama'an. We must have hope through our prayer. Sometimes we pray today, after 10 years, Allah answer our prayer. Yeah. Maybe our prayer is not supposed for us also, but for our coming generation, for our children. Yeah. This is important, like how Prophet Muhammad prayed for the people of Ta'if, that if the present Ummah is not going to accept the truth, may Allah give guidance to their children and grandchildren. And the prayer was answered, Alhamdulillah. Yeah? The same, we must have hope. وَادْعُوا خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا إِنَّ رَحْمَةَ اللَّهِ قَرِيبٌ مِنَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah said, indeed, my mercy, rahmah of Allah, is very close, is very near to those who have mercy, who are kind. Muhsinin means ihsan, people who are very kind. Yeah? When you show kindness, there's always reward from Allah Rabbul Alameen. Yeah? At least you have the inner peace, Alhamdulillah. It starts from you and your immediate family. Because when you talk about family, you have we, biological families. Follow up with our family as believers, innamal mu'minuna ikhwa, and follow up with the third family, the family of mankind. We are all children of Adam and Eve. So there are 3 levels of family. We have to work together closely, hand in hand, to make sure that we understand this blessing, this spirit, so that we show kindness and bring mercy to everybody. Like what Allah said to Prophet Muhammad, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We never send you, O Muhammad, except to bring mercy to the world. Brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, we have been talking about the importance to get ourselves prepared for our next day, and our next day is our hereafter. And according to what is written in my book, I think today we should be discussing on page 134. 134, recommended acts. What is highly recommended according to the teaching of Islam when something happened to us or the family members? Now let us look into hurrying with the janazah. And this is something very important that may contradict certain culture and norm. The people should walk with a janazah at a quick pace, short of running. Abu Hurairah reported that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, "Asra'u bil janazah, fa in takun salihatan fa khairun taqaddamuna." Hurry with a funeral if it is for a good person, meaning the person who died is a good person who died with iman, like what we always ask Allah, Allahumma khtim lana bi husnil khatima wa la tahtim alayna bi su'il khatima. And we also prayed just now, we ask Allah, Allahumma ya muqallibal qulub sabbit qulubana ala dini. We always ask Allah to make our heart stand firm in our belief towards Allah. Good time, bad time, we have no doubts with Allah. We always have strong faith in Allah. And ta'ah, we also try our level best, good time, bad time, to be obedient to Allah's command. You bring it forward to its good destination if the funeral is a good person who died with husnul khatimah. The Prophet wants us to be hurry. Why? Because the deceased, loved that. Because he want to go back to Allah. He want to be in barzah as soon as possible. If possible, he want qiyamah to happen. Because after that he's going to paradise. Meaning whoever die and have a good ending, Allah will send him some sign that he is going to paradise. So he's just have very little patience. He just want to go to paradise. It's like you want to meet somebody that you love so much, you just cannot wait anymore. When the flight delay, you're worried. because you love that person so much. And if it is other than that, meaning if the one that died is not a good person, you drop the evil quickly off your neck. He will say to you, if you can hear him, he said, don't carry me. Let me be here. Don't bury me. I don't want to go there yet. Because he know after alam kubur and barzah is alam akhirah. And he's not ready to face al-akhirah at all. He will keep on hoping the akhirah will not take place. If a person who died have a bad ending, and that's why the other hadith the Prophet ﷺ did remind us, this is the hadith that's coming. Sa'id al-Qutri reported that Allah's messenger said, the meaning, when a janazah is prepared and the man bear it over their necks, those who are still healthy to carry the janazah, if it is a good one, it will say, move me forward, move me fast. And it is not good, it say, woe to be to it. Where are you taking me? Everything hear this except human being. Meaning the cry from the deceased can be heard by animals, by jinn, except we. And had they heard it, they would be petrified. Means I think we'll drop the janazah. We feel that this is no more human. It must be a ghost talking to us. How can we carry ghost? Let ghost carry himself. Just an example. Meaning the one who died still he is alive in the sight of Allah, only dead in our eye. And then Allah will give him the right to say what he wants to say. And he will cry out loud. He will say, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Leave me here. The other one, carry me. Send me to Qubur. As soon as possible, bury me, because I want to be with Allah Rabbul Alameen. This is what happened, but a lot of people, majority, all of us are not aware. And that's why when you carry the janazah, you are not supposed to joke around anymore. The one who carry janazah, they must carry with full of respect and keep on asking Allah for forgiveness. Oh Allah, may you forgive this janazah. Oh Allah, show mercy on him. While you are carrying, you can do that. Of course, we just finished our prayer, Salat al-Janazah, but the prayer to ask Allah for forgiveness can carry on all the way, because we know nobody is perfect. We may die with a good ending, but still we do have a lot of mistake. We should ask Allah for His forgiveness. And that's why the Prophet keep on reminding us, istaghfiru li akhikum. When somebody die and you were there to witness, and you are there to participate, or you heard someone die as a Muslim, the immediate thing that you have to say is inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Follow up, istaghfiru li akhikum. Ask Allah to forgive the sin of your brother or the sister. But a lot of people, if you look around you, who are busy talking about many other things, that means we never reflect. Every time when there is a death, it's a reminder. They are moving faster than us. We may be following him next. We will be the next one, but we all ghafla. Allah says, "Ulaika humul ghafilun." We never learn from what is happening around us. May Allah make us have that kind of feeling, the feeling of the closeness, sympathy to ourselves and to others. Now, when he was close to Allah, Abu Hurairah said, "When I die, do not erect a tent over me, nor follow me with a burner of incense, and hurry with my janazah. Indeed, I heard the Prophet ﷺ have said, When a good man is laid down on his bed, he say, move me forward, move me forward. And an evil man say, woe be to it. Where are they taking it? So we have two kinds of response. The good one will be happy to meet Lord, Allah Rabbul Alameen. Because the Prophet did mention, Man ahabba liqa Allah, ahabba Allahu liqa'ahu. Whoever loves to meet the Creator loves to see them. Yeah, it's just like our feeling as human. You love somebody so dearly, you just want to see them. Yeah? But people that you don't like, I don't think you want to see them. Yeah? If you don't like to see them when they are alive, then you don't go to that funeral when they are dead. It's an adapt actually. It's not easy to hold this feeling, but you know, you yourself know that when he or she was alive, she hated me. You know. Now, do you think you will see her, you visit her when she's alive? When you know that she hates you, do you think you will visit her? She won't welcome you. Your presence is like, it's like a poison to her. You make her get very upset, very angry. If you hurt a friend of yours who passed away, but once upon a time you're close, but then you end up to be enemy and hatred is so strong, then suddenly if he falls sick or she, what should we do? What should we do, brother and sister? Our adapt, what should we do? Yeah? No. Pray for them. Just pray for them. Just pray for them. I know we love to do that. Even the Prophet wants us to visit, but when the person dislike you so much, you have to honor their right. You pray for them. You are not going to hold and get upset. You just, it's a personal matter. But if that you saw that you see your children, you can tell them, I've been praying for your father or your mother. It's not easy. Do you think it's easy to pray for them? People that you don't like, do you think it's easy to pray for them? I don't know. Yeah, it's very hard. We know it's hard. But that's how you overcome your anger. It's a personal matter. Since the Prophet want me to pray, I'll pray, but I won't go to the house. Yeah, especially when the children were aware that, my mother just don't like you. You don't like to be there, and then people say, please. It's not good. But you can send other people that don't have that issue with them. It's very important. A person who is sick and he don't like you too, he hate you a lot, don't go and see him. You make him double sick. Right? He get upset, he get heart attack because of you. Why you come here? Yeah. Now this is very important. This is something that we must learn. Yeah? We know that it is a sunnah, but in the same time there are certain adab we should try to follow. Yeah? Abdurrahman bin Jawshan reported that he was walking in the janazah, with the janazah of Abdurrahman bin Samura. Ziyad and some of his servants were walking on their heels in front of the coffin and saying, slow down, may Allah bless you. Riding a mule. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu charged at them with a whip, saying, let go. By him who has honored the face of Abu al-Qasim, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet Muhammad, sometimes people give him the kunya because he's one of the son named Qasim, then they call Abu Qasim. Yeah. You can call Abu Abdullah. Sometimes they use this kunya, but the best way to address our Prophet is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah. One day when the Prophet was still alive, people want to praise him with honor him with all the good names. So the Prophet said, Ana Abdullah, Ana Muhammad ibn Abdullah ibn al-Abdul Muttalib. Rasulullah. Don't praise me so high. Don't give me all this rank. Yeah? I am Muhammad, the son of Abdullah, the grandson of Abdul Muttalib. Even his father was not a believer. The grandfather is not a believer. But he will call the name of his descendant because that is his descendant. He's from them. You did not ignore your parent because they are non-Muslim. You still have to honor that generation. You honor yourself. This is your identity. If you are Chinese, you say, I'm a Chinese. You don't suddenly say, I'm no more Chinese. So you are what? But if you're mixed, you say you're Chindian. Okay, no problem. But you cannot say no more. Yeah. I'm only one. No, there are two involved. So you have to accept. Who has honored the face of Abul Qasim. That means who have believed and followed the teaching of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You would see us at the time of Allah's messenger almost running with the janazah. Meaning neither he want you to delay, but you should carry the janazah in a moderate speed, not to be too fast, but not to be too slow. An-Nawawi rahimallahu alayhi said, the ulama, the scholar, agreed that it is recommended to hurry with a janazah unless it is feared that hurrying may cause the body to part apart. That's why you see, if people who are going to Medina next time, please send the man, your son, to participate in carrying the janazah, because it's easier to do that in Medina than in Makkah. Makkah is a bit difficult, because the mayat will come quite from a far distance. If those who have walked with us for Hajj, when Hajj time, we walk through the tunnel from Aziziyah, tunnel to Makkah. After the tunnel, when you see Haram, then you see on the right side is where they put the funeral, waiting for the signal to carry the funeral into the mosque. They wait, and then when they give the signal, they'll start to carry in. But normally they'll carry in the funeral before the Imam start the Fardu prayer, because if they will do it later on, then it's a bit late. So normally they'll carry in, they'll put one area. There's the area known as Hijr Ismail. Remember Hijr Ismail? Hijr Ismail is the place that they'll put the funeral. The deceased body will be there. It's close to Kaaba, and it's close to where the Imam stand for prayer. But when summertime, they will put another area where the Imam is very close to that area. The Imam is not going to stand in an open area near to the Kaaba for the day prayer, Zohar Asar, because it's very hot. The temperature may go out to 50 plus. So they will pray where there's a shade, and back near between Hijr Rukun Yamani and Rukun Hajar Aswad. And that is the area. That is the area where the Imam will stand when it's hot. And the mayat will be prepared under. Then after the prayer, the Imam will come down and then lead the funeral prayer. So for Makkah it's difficult for you to participate the meal, but for Medina it's very easy. Anybody want to participate in carrying the funeral, they just have to pray their proud prayer near to the Baqi' door, near to Maqam Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Or they can just pray the fardu inside the masjid. After that they quickly walk towards a Baqi', the gate of Baqi'. The gate of Baqi' is after the gate of the Nisa for the woman. The woman's gate, you remember, you go to Medina, when you want to enter the Rawdah, you will have to pass through the woman's gate. After the woman's gate is the gate of Jibreel. This is where Angel Gabriel enter and met up with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah? But then the further one is Baqi'. Baqi', Jibreel gate, Nisa gate. So when you pray the Janazah prayer, somewhere around there, immediately after prayer, you just move forward, you see the mayat is coming out. The mayat is going to come up and you just join, and it's very fast. They move quite fast, but it's heavy. Yeah, it's very heavy because the equipment that they use are a heavy one, ready for all sizes. Yeah? So you must be very strong. Yeah? And then you have to go uphill towards Baqi', and that's where the people who are not used to carry things, we don't encourage them to do. Because we try, even after we try, for a few days we feel the pain, yeah, on our shoulder, and because of the jerk. Yeah, but it's good if they can try to carry and get reward for that, inshallah. Yeah. So Nawawi agreed that it is recommended to hurry with janazah unless it's feared that the hurrying may cause the body to fall apart. However, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam command means more than that. People can have their own opinion. People can say this, can say that. You have your own culture, but following the way of the Prophet is always highly recommended. That's why we know the sentiment among us. When somebody passes away, we are delayed because we are waiting for the family members. Now the family member was caught by surprise. They are working here and there, they are far, and then they want to rush back. They got to get a flight. Flight is full. Now they have to ride, take a car, and then you don't want them to rush. It's not healthy. You have cases that people who was rushing back to the funeral and they caught in an accident, they die. So this is another musibah, and it's not good. Yeah, that's why you just alert them. It just happened last week when there's janazah. We have family members. Our old Jama'ah too was from Singapore, Johor, and here we are trying to see what we can do. But the mother knows that there is the wish of the father. If anything happened to me, hurry. Yeah. Then we inform the children who's on the way, say, you just take your time, but if Allah allow you to be here before the burial, alhamdulillah. If not, you just have to see, yeah, pay your father visit at the graveyard. That's all. Yeah. So they missed, yeah, the whole event because of the timing. Yeah. But we have to do what the Prophet recommend us. I know sometimes we have problem. Even then, when the funeral prayer was been done, sometimes when there's somebody just came in, if I'm there and they allow me to say something, I will remind them, don't rush yet, because there's somebody is here now, and we have asked them, have they prayed? They said no. Let them perform the prayer first. We will do that if we are there. Where other people don't like, they say, once you have finished the prayer, khalas. But the Prophet allowed that one. The Prophet allowed the other group to come in and perform their ritual. Yeah? Then when nobody is there, then you can just start to prepare to carry the deceased. Yeah? This is something we like all the people to be aware. Yeah? We know how our feeling towards each other. We know how our children may love their parents, but if they are too far away, we don't have to wait. Yeah? With the people who don't follow the Islamic way, they have their own, yeah, way of doing it. Some may take 3 days, some may take 1 week. But as a Muslim, we follow the way the Prophet ﷺ wants us to do. Yeah? Ibn Qayyim Rahimallah said, as for the peoples and walking with a janazah, slow walk, yeah, small step, step by step. Nowadays, it is a hateful bid'ah conflicting with the Sunnah and imitating the people of the books. Who is the Jew? They do that. Now, everybody have their own way, but we Muslims have our own way. If the Prophet have guided us, we should be proud of our own way. This is important. We know that everybody have their own sentiment, but when the Prophet said this, let us make sure that the ending of the Ummah, our loved one, follow the Sunnah. Can we try to do that? We have to try. I know it's hard sometimes, but we have to. Where to walk, even the adab. Yeah? A rider should always follow the janazah, and a walker may walk wherever he wishes, provided he is close to it. Like normally you see the janazah will be in front, and then people will be side and behind. Yeah? Mughira bin Su'bah reported that Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, Raqib yamshi kharfa janazah. A rider behind a janazah. A walker walk wherever he wishes, behind it, in front of it, to its right or to its left, close to it as long as you are close. As for a fetus, the janazah prayer may be performed for it, and dua would be made that its parent be granted forgiveness and mercy. That means if the child not born with a full, it's a fetus, yeah? The janazah prayer may be performed, not a must. Not a must. May be performed. It happened in the time of the Prophet, so there are some who the Prophet said, just bury them. And some, the Prophet do perform prayer. Yeah. When you said fetus, that means there is after at least 4 months. When the soul is been blown, yeah, into the what they call that. After 4 months, then the soul, the fetus, the fetus. Then you consider there is life. Before that, you don't consider that there is a life yet. Yeah? That's why if there's any confusion or complication for a pregnant woman, if you want to decide to go for abortion, do it before the 4th month. Yeah? If you think that, according to the doctor, they are finding that it's dangerous for you to have this baby. Yeah. The janazah may be performed for it, and dua, and this is a different thing. When you make dua for this baby or the fetus, you don't pray, may Allah forgive him, because he has no sin. He is pure and clean. You know, so you don't pray, ask Allah to forgive the fetus, the child, because they are fitrah. Kullu mawlid yula ala fitrah. The Prophet said every child is born clean and pure, so no sin. Yeah? So, but we pray for the parent, yeah, so that may Allah forgive their parent and grant mercy to the parent. The parent need that. Yeah? There is a dua for them. Normally been done also in the 4th takbirat. Yeah, you can do that. You know. Anas bin Malik, yeah, reported Allah's Messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr and Omar used to walk in front of a janazah, and also sometimes behind it. So you can walk in front or behind. Yeah. However, it is preferable to walk behind the janazah. Why? It's because the hadith, وَاتَّبِعُوا janazah, follow the funeral. Yeah. So the funeral is ahead. When you say follow me, that means you must be behind me. It's like when I'm walking and guiding Jum'ah for Hajj or anything, say, please walk behind me. But we are so used to walk, yeah, in front of people. So sometimes they walk in front of me, then I'll give a signal, slow down, slow down, because we don't want to get lost. sometimes because of the traffic, then there'll be a car there, there'll be a human traffic, then suddenly you are lost. So we always remind people to have that discipline. When we say follow, means you are behind. Like the imam is made for you to follow. You cannot move ahead of the imam. When you are ahead of the imam, your jama'ah prayer will have some defect. Yeah? Adab is very important. Yeah? The virtue of walking behind a janazah as compared to walking in front of it, similar to the virtue of a man praying in jama'ah as compared to praying individually. The adab. Yeah? Adab and discipline is very important for the Muslim from the day they born until they go back to Allah Rabbul Alameen. We have adab for the living and also adab for the dead. Yeah? Even though this is mawquf, statement by Sahabi, mawquf may be a statement mentioned by a companion. Yeah? Ali, in this case, it had the status of being reported from the Prophet ﷺ, because one cannot say such thing based on personal opinion. It is very important for us to understand what is the status of a hadith mawquf. Hadith mawquf is somebody saying, I never heard the Prophet say it, but this is from the Sahaba. Normally the Sahaba will not make any statement to do with religious matter without the saying of Prophet Muhammad SAW, either through his word or through his action. Fi'lihi or qawlihi. Yeah? So that's why we can accept. Even the Prophet ﷺ said, alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnati al-khulafa ar-rashidin, especially from the four caliph, Abu Bakr, Omar, Osman, Ali, anything that comes from them, we can follow. Because they will never come up with any new statements. There's again the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Yeah? It's like when the Prophet said, Adinu nasiha, religion is based on good advice. We must remind each other. But you look at what the Ali expressed, this saying of the Prophet. He said, لِكُلِّ مَقَالْ مَقَامُ وَلِكُلِّ مَقَامْ مَقَالْ. Remember, when you want to say or advise anybody, every word there's a place for you to. Yeah. If you want to say something, you must know who are you talking to. You must have adab. And every place there is a word for you to use. No? And then he also said, unzur illa ma qal, la tanzur illa man qal. It's from Ali, but based on the general hadith of the Prophet, usikum bi taqwallah as-sam'a wa ta'a wa in kana abdan habashiyya. I command all of you to have taqwa, and the best way to have taqwa, listen and obey. Even the one that is talking to you is a black ugly slave. Whatever he says is correct. The truth is from Allah. Listen, don't look. That's why Ali said, don't look at who is talking to you. Just look at what did he say to you. That is important. Sometimes we have the same problem. No? When a driver talk to you, oh, you're my driver. When your mate talk to you, mate, you tell me. Yeah. When your children talk to you, my son, my daughter, you're so young, what do you know? This is your mommy, man, talking. Mommy eat salt more than you eat rice, remember? And there is no hadith. And this is our saying, ours. And then you have problem. And then when the children find that there's no good communication between parent and children, then they will talk to their friend. They don't talk to you anymore. And we are the cause that they are not talking to us. Because we don't listen. We don't entertain. Listen. That's why the Prophet said, listen. We have the generation Y. True or not? But this is the small why. We have the big why too. We also have to ask them why. But we forgot. We also want to understand them. Why you say that? Why you do that, my daughter? We also have to use our own why, the big why. Because we are the big woman. We are big ladies. So we must use, but we forget the why from us. You see, don't ask so many questions. Just listen. Maybe based on the hadith, listen. Yeah, but we need to engage. Yeah? That is very important, brother and sister. Walk or write. Even though it is permissible to write, it is preferable to walk behind a janazah. There are no report from Allah's Messenger riding with a janazah. Rather, Thawban, the companion, reported that once while the Prophet was walking behind a janazah, he was offered an animal to ride, but he declined. After the burial, an animal was offered to him and he rode. He was asked about that and he explained, Innal malaikata kanat tamshi, where the angels were walking. Yeah. So I was not to ride while they walk. When they depart, I rode. Yeah. Some environment, angel will be with you. In some environment, angel have left us. Yeah. That means this is not our own angel, the extra angels. There are many angels. That would be like in the Majlis Ilmu, there are more angels. But we ourselves have 4 angels. The 4 angels will not leave us. But the extra one, the angel that take care of the environment, the heaven and the earth, taking care of the ocean, the animals, everywhere there's a lot of angels. Yeah? You know the Prophet has said that every day 70,000 angels enter Baytul Ma'mur and never come out. Never come out. Every single day. From the time of the Prophet said 70,000 angels per day and never come out. So you imagine how much, how great the number, only Allah knows. Yeah? And how big this area in Baytul Ma'mur. Yeah. It's like if every day people go for Umrah 70,000 and don't come out from Makkah. No, Makkah will not survive. We have, but the angel, this is to show the space that Allah provide. Yeah, in other galaxies, only Allah knows. Yeah, you cannot imagine how big the space is, that Allah has provided for them. Yeah. We conclude from this that it is permissible to write after the burial. Also, Jabir bin Samura reported that Allah's Messenger walked in the janazah of Ibn ad-Dahda and prayed janazah for him. When he departed after the burial, a naked unbridled horse was brought for him, and a man held it for him to ride. The horse started galloping, and the Sahaba walked fast, trying to catch up with him. One of them told the other that the Prophet ﷺ said, "Kam min izqin." How many great and fruitful palm tree is leaning down heavy with fruit in Jannah for Ibn ad-Dahda. Yeah? This is different people have different kind of honor from the Prophet ﷺ by saying different things, yeah, that Allah have provided for them. When you hear the Prophet say something like that, you know that Dahda is one of the people of Jannah. Yeah. When anybody who died in the time of the Prophet, even the 10 names is known. Yeah, the 10 Sahabas, include the 4 Khalifa, Abdul Rahman bin Auf, and so on. But other than this 10 name, if any hadith talk about a certain name other than the 10, this is the addition of the Sahaba that, inshallah, yeah, they will go to paradise. So can you imagine, brother and sister, if any Muslim today curse the people that the Prophet said they are the people of Jannah? We know who cursed them sometimes. There are a group so-called Muslim who love Ali, love Fatima so greatly. The same we do love Ali and Fatima, but they hate other companions to the extent that they said they are kafir, they are infidels, they go to hell. Then you know, how can we be close to them when they hate all the people that the Prophet say they are people of Jannah? No? If they hate them so much, how about we? We are nobody to them. We will have peace when they accept all the Sahaba. But when they said no, then we said no. This is very important. You don't agree with them with something that disagreed with Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. No. Allah have guided us by saying, فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولُهُ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Allah said, if you dispute in any matter, you have to go back to what Allah said and what the Prophet said. If you believe in Allah and the Day of Judgment, is what Allah said. So that's why we have to go back to what the Prophet said about the people of Jannah. The original occasion on which the Prophet said this was that a man told him, "O Messenger of Allah, Shaz and Shaz has a palm tree between our land that I need for pollinating my palms. Would you ask him to give it to me to maintain my palm garden with it?" He, Sallallahu, told him to give it to him in exchange for a palm in Jannah. But he refused. Abu or Ibn Ad-Dada went to him and said, "Sell me your palm tree for my garden," which he agreed to do so because of money. So he went to the Prophet and told, "O Allah's Messenger, I have brought that palm in exchange for my garden, so give it to him." The first man never said this above several times, to show that when the Prophet was asking somebody for a favor and the person just said no, so somebody heard it, this Sahaba heard it, and he just trade. Before, when you don't have a lot of cash money, you can have barter trade. Yeah, the tree with the garden and so on. And then when he got that, he went to the Prophet, said, "This is what I have got it from the guy. I give it to you, Ya Rasulullah. To whom you like to give, you give it to them." Now this kind of action is to show us that the companion who Allah gives them this special feeling, anytime when the Prophet says something, they grab the opportunity to please the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They know by pleasing the Prophet, they are pleasing Allah. Why? Because Allah said, "Qul in kuntum tuhibbunallah fattabi'uni yuhibbukum Allah." If you say that you love Allah, you just have to follow what the Prophet wants you to do. Fattabi'uni. That's what the Prophet want the other guy to do, but the guy said no. And then give the opportunity to this Sahaba. You see how they react when the offer was given. Somebody said no, the other just grabbed the opportunity to come in. "I will do it," and they pass it to the Prophet. You understand how important to feel that when it is a gift actually from Allah. Sometimes Allah want to give reward to that guy, so the Prophet offered this to this guy, but this guy don't see that. He is blind, towards that kind of rahmah. He said no. The Prophet don't force him. Oh, don't say, "Oh, your iman is weak now, you don't love." No, this is your right because this is your tree. It's your right. I'm just asking you, do you want? He said no. So the companion who knew that, he now go quickly and trade with this guy and get the tree and pass it to the pot, let the Prophet decide. You remember there's a day the Prophet ﷺ was calling for people to contribute in the cause of Allah. One Abu Bakr heard that. Abu Bakr went home immediately. That time you don't have bank, you don't have this saving account here and there. You got to sign in and then got to wait. Everybody is having the bank at home. So they went back and carried up everything, and he just put everything in front of the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet asked him, what have you left behind for your children and your wife? Nothing except Allah and the Prophet. Umar also ran back. Umar came back and gave 3/4. Then the Prophet asked him, what have you left? I have something behind for my family. But the Prophet said, enough, Umar. I don't need more, because what Abu Bakr have offered is more than enough. From that time, Umar said, I will never be jealous with Abu Bakr anymore. I will not going to compete with Abu Bakr. No way you can compete with Abu Bakr. He is a man who loved the Prophet more than anything else. And this happened among other groups. When I spend some time with other groups, there is a prayer. They say, oh Allah, if this great man is going to die according to your qadar, we are prepared to sacrifice our life for him. Said Allah give us another 20 years, another 30 years. Take my life, so that my life will be given to him, because if he survives longer, he is more beneficial to the people than me. You understand that? And this is one of the prayer that the followers always pray. Okay, it's up to Allah. Everybody's lifespan is being fixed by Allah. The only thing that Allah provide before is whose? Who make this dua first? Who make this dua? Who make this dua? Asking Allah to take some of his years to give it to others. Who made this dua? Prophet Adam alayhi salam. And he make it for who? For who? For Daud alayhi salam. Daud is known as the Star of David. How many years? So then when the time comes for Adam to go back to Allah, the angel of death came this time and said, no. You promised 1,000. You say, but you asked Allah to give some of the years to David. And Adam forgot and said, no. Normally when you forget something, say, no, I didn't say that. Sometimes, it's just a good feeling, But I'm just trying to share with all the good brothers and sisters, if you are given the opportunity at any time in your life to do something good for the sake of Allah and follow the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, just grab it. Because the opportunity may not come again. Anything good, just do it fast. First, like the janazah, the Prophet wants you to be fast, be hastened. The same goes to fastabiqul khairat. Anything good, be hastened. Don't say, I think, I would think about it, You think, gone. It's like the government is telling you that this share is going up. This share is going up. Then you better go and grab it. Okay. After he went up, I didn't buy it. It's too late. Just an example. Good thing, don't delay. For the last part for today's topic, we say standing for the janazah. Standing for a janazah is of two forms. Number one, the standing of sitting person when it passes by him. Meaning, while you are sitting, you are not aware that the funeral is going to pass by. Suddenly you saw a funeral, stand up. That is called one of the hadiths that the Prophet saw a janazah belong to the people of the book pass in front of him. He stand up. Yeah? Show some kind of adab. Islam is very beautiful. Yeah? With adab. Number 2, the standing of those who are following it when they reach the grave until it is laid on the ground next to it. And that's why normally when people, after the burial, they are starting to put something down on the earth for us to see. For those who have knowledge and understanding of the Sunnah, highly recommended not to see. You just say, it's okay, it's okay. You see, all the... Now, why this thing happened is because the caretaker of the graveyard are not people of knowledge. If the caretaker are people of knowledge, like if you go to the Middle East, you never come across people offer you a etiquette, some kind of mats for you to use. They wouldn't do that. They know that it's not recommended at all. When you can send the funeral to the burial ground, that means you are healthy. Unless those who are, they can't really stand, then you're allowed to do what you can do. But don't sit on the grave of another person. You must sit a place where there's no grave there, in the empty area, then you're allowed to do that. Both forms are obligatory at first, wajib, but were later abrogated by Allah's messengers. The evidence for the abrogation is that Ali reported, Allah's messenger stood for the janazah, so we stood. Then later he said, so we said. And he reported, at first Allah's messenger would stand for janazah, later on he said. And Sa'ad bin Mu'az reported that he stood for a janazah for the tribe of Salama. Nafi' bin Jubair told him, sit down, I will surely give you some manifest information in this regard. Then he told him that Mas'ud bin al-Hakam al-Zuraqi heard Ali bin Abi Talib in the middle of Al-Kufa saying, at first Allah's messenger commanded us to stand for a janazah until it is set down. Later on he said and commanded us to sit. Al-Bayhaqi cited the same report with a different wording for Ali's statement. Allah's messenger stood for the janazah until they were set down, so the people stood with him. Later on he said and commanded them to sit. When there is a reason. When you have a hadith contradict each other, then you know there must be a reason behind it. When the time for you that you think you have to sit, you sit. When the thing that you know that you don't have to sit, you don't have to sit. That's how we treat the situation. So that's why today if somebody, they want to sit, we don't say anything to them. But if you have given the opportunity not to sit, you don't have to sit. So that is how the Prophet showed us ways. A lot of things happen in the time of Prophet. There are some reason that caused the Prophet to change his stand sometimes, and also give some new statements. But in general, if you go to any graveyard outside of Nusantara, normally people will not prepare for you these mats and so on. They know that you just stand, honor the janazah, make prayer, and then you leave. There's no flowers. There's no people doing business asking you what kind of marble you want for this grave, what kind of grass do you want. But today you have a lot of business everywhere. Not only they do business with the living, they do business with the dead people too. So we must use our wisdom, to do what that please Allah Rabbul Alameen and follow the way of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, but not our own ways and not following what the people want us to do, to show ourselves that Islam always reminds us lakum dinukum waliyadin. They have their own ways and they are proud with their ways. They uphold their tradition, their way. We have our own way. We should be proud of our own way, and we should uphold the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We remember the history of Alexander the Great. He's not a Muslim. No. Now when he died, before he died, he reminded his people, it's like a wasiat. I want all the best doctor in my time, the best doctor in my time, to carry my body. And I want that my right hand to be exposed. And all the way when they carry his body towards the graveyard, they throw all his property, gold, silver, the one that he have collected through all this war that the country that he conquered, just throw it. People asking why he came up with that kind of command. Yeah. Then they say he want people to know when the time for you to die, even you have the most learned doctors, they cannot save you from death. They cannot protect you from death. You are sure to die. And you die, whatever wealth you have, you cannot carry with you. Look at my hand. I have nothing. This is their way sometimes. Even they are non-believers sometimes. But they have that kind of understanding. Yeah? That what we all know, that thing that will follow us is only three: your children, your ranking, what kind of medal award that you have, and your deeds. And the one that will be very faithful to you is your deeds. So what is important for us, brothers and sisters, today we learn we should be hastened when there is a funeral. Yeah? You should wash the body as soon as possible, start the prayer as soon as possible, and when everybody is done, you should carry the body to the graveyard and bury it. Yeah. Last week, 2 funerals, it was done very, very good, alhamdulillah. Follow the way of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Whether people are happy or not, may Allah make us happy by following the teaching of our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. If there's any question and answer, now we're open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Any question from the sisters? Now, Sister Noni now, Fadda. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Yeah, you can start. It's on.
Yeah, recently we have the death of one of those who are, what shall we term, Quranists.
The Quranic.
Quranists who denounce hadith and
the hadith now.
So in such a situation, what do we, who are still alive, do? Do we participate in the what you call it, the preparation of the janazah? Do we attend their funeral? Those kind of things. I don't know whether this question has been raised.
Not yet. Not yet. I would like to refer back to what happened in the time of the Prophet, yeah, in general. I use that as my as a reference. If we know the person who said, I denied Prophet Muhammad, then to your knowledge, then he is talking to you, he's telling you, you have engaged yourself in him, and this is what he said, and this is what he believed, then we stay away. But if we do not know, we just hear somebody say this, somebody say that, we do not know, then we can be around and we can participate. As long as, in general, based on the document, based on what the family claim, that he's a Muslim. Yeah? Only for those who know. It's just like you may have a good friend telling you, I am not a Muslim anymore. I don't believe in all this anymore. I have been praying in another way now. But I don't want to say anything to my parents. I'm telling you as a friend. I don't believe this anymore. You try to advise him, he said no. Then he or she passed away. You cannot participate. Because you had that knowledge. Yes. But for others, they don't know. They base on his or her document. The family says you're Muslim. That is the guideline I always follow. Yeah. But if a person he said that I'm confused about this Sunnah, you have this hadith contradict the Quran. People say the Prophet also say something. How can the Prophet say against the Quran? It's true. What they say is true. Authentic hadith cannot contradict the Quran. So he is confused. So to play safe, he say, I don't want to accept the hadith. Not say he don't accept Prophet Muhammad. He accept Prophet Muhammad, but he don't accept the hadith. May Allah guide you. Their own confusion. Confusion started when you have another group of Muslim, the extreme Muslim, who said, I accept anything in Arabic word. People say, Qala Rasul, I say Qala Rasulullah, even it's not from the Prophet. You have this problem. A lot of saying in the time of Imam Ahmad al-Hanbali, the time of Imam Shafi'i, because Hanbali lived in the time of Imam Shafi'i, he have collected 10,000 of false hadiths. The enemy of Islam started to come up with these Arabic words, sentences, and said, Prophet Muhammad said this, Prophet Muhammad said this. And alhamdulillah, later on, all the great scholars, Allah's way of preserving the truth, make them come together and collect all the authentic hadiths. That's why you have Bukhari and Muslim and Tirmizi. They came after Imam Ahmad al-Hanbali, after Shafi'i. This is how Allah protect the truth. But today they say, who is Bukhari? Bukhari don't live in the time of the Prophet. Also they have some logic is there. But it's Allah's way. It's like how long Abu Hurairah became a Muslim, and but he memorized a lot of hadiths. The people say cannot. How can he? But they forget that the Prophet prayed for Abu Hurairah. This is some of the miracle through the prayer of the Prophet, that Abu Hurairah will remember all my saying and he will never forget. But people are having doubts with the dua of the Prophet today. So if there is a case, if you know, you stay away. You remember the Prophet when he went to perform funeral prayer, he asked, do these dead person have any debt, hutang? And is there any waris who is going to take up the responsibility? None. The Prophet just stay away. The Prophet never pray. If there is and nobody say, okay, we will settle it, the Prophet just excuse and leave. But other companion, they pray. He never stopped others from, but he himself did not want to pray. Just to show us these are serious matter. Don't take it lightly. So same goes to this kind of issue, those who die, and we know, we have experience with them before. And the way they say that they don't believe in, they only Quran, everything Quran. then you can excuse yourself. You are clear? That one you are clear now, sis? You can excuse yourself now.
So if we know,
Yes. For those who know, you
yeah,
stay away.
is it our responsibility to inform those who don't know?
No. Not at that point of time. People may come to you later on. Hey, why? You say, based on my experience, I only can judge him based on what he... Maybe he said to you different thing. Maybe he have repented, I also don't know. But I just judge him based on what I have engaged, the experience I have with him. Yeah. Now, next question. This is a very, very sensitive thing sometimes. When you know. But when you don't know, no. It's okay. Because when you know, do you remember? If you don't follow the hadith, then you do not know how to do. Quran never teach us how to pray Salat Janazah. You don't have Salat the Janazah in the Quran for takbirat or nothing. Quran never show you how to bury. It's from the Sunnah. So if you don't believe in the Sunnah, then it's difficult. That's why these people sometimes they get caught. They got caught in this area. When they are alive, they say, no. Something happened to them. It's like what happened to me when they came and discussed with me just around the area. More than 10 people. Many years ago. They called me to make tawbah. Ustaz, you must make tawbah. I said, why? Because you follow hadith. Oh, follow hadith is wrong. And you don't follow hadith is right. So then he take the Quran and said, this is the Quran. I'm following the Quran. Is that wrong? I said, no, I never said you're wrong. But I also have hadith. Is that wrong? Yes. You must follow this Quran. He threw the Quran in front of me. That's why I said, you're good. You talk to me now. If you talk to me 20 years ago, I whack you. You say you follow the Quran, you show disrespect the Quran, you throw the Quran in front of me. What is this? Then the other friends said, please, no, sorry, Ustaz, he don't have a good sleep before, he's very tired. I said, I am so tired. You think I have a good sleep last night? If you are tired, you don't have to come and talk to me. You want to come and talk to me, you talk to me with discipline, with adab, with manners. Oh, it's okay. No. I just want to be true. You want to see me, I allow you to see me. Yeah. And then suddenly, after years, they came back to me and said, can you help us to conduct this marriage, nikah for our daughter? I said, why you want to have nikah? Just marry it. She love him, he love you, khalas. Because there's no, in the Quran, don't tell you about akad nikah. If you don't believe in the Prophet, then there's no problem. She love him, he love you, khalas. You the father, wali, khalas. This maharan is not in the Quran. So you don't have to worry. No, like document. Why must you have document? In the Quran don't say you must have a document. Did the Quran say you must have document to get married? No. So easy. You see, sometimes we want to follow our desire. When you follow desire, this is what will happen. One day you will be caught. And then you want to follow. Why must you follow? And that's why Allah said, "Atu'minuna bi ba'dil kitab wa ta'furuna bi ba'din." You believe in some and then you disbelieve in some according to your own feeling. You don't accept Islam totally. You choose what you want and you just ignore what you dislike. You cannot do that in Islam. Allah said, "Udkhulu fi silmi kafa." You enter Islam, enter fully. You enter totally. Not half-heartedly, quarterly. No. Fully. In or out. The Quran says that. فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ. Whoever believe, who want, believe, accept it. Whoever refuse, then yakfur. Don't play around with Allah's religion. Whoever play around with Allah's religion, he is a great munafiq. That means he is a liar to himself. In front of you, he says something, behind he says another thing. We don't like that thing. So for those who are exposed, and you have engaged yourself, you know, you discuss with him, he tell you, from his heart, no, this is how I believe, this is how I'm going to believe in Islam, not like the normal people. Khalas. Now this is the issue that we may encounter, If any of your children tell you, I don't believe anymore, mommy, don't call me to do this, I don't believe. And now I'm entering other area now. I'm going to another house of worship. No more. Masjid. And you try to talk to them. No. Now suddenly he's staying with you. And he passed away. What is going to happen to us? Is that easy? Very difficult. Very difficult. Because other people do not know. Their auntie, their uncle, their grandparents, they don't, only you know. And he talked to you, neither he talked to the father. Of course the father says, my son. This kind of thing you have to be very serious. When they say this, you must discuss in the family already. You must let the father know, sit down. Don't solve this matter with anger. Sit down, talk. Quickly help them if possible. They are confused. If they choose not to change at all, then to make life easier for everybody, you have to tell them, you move out from the house. Why you have to do that? Difficult. Very difficult. Since you have said, I cannot pretend, because I know. I cannot pretend. Oh, the public do not know, I just follow. Cannot. That means you cannot pray. Our Prophet loved his father, his uncle Abu Talib so much. When the uncle refused not to make shahada, he can't pray for him. But his uncle is one of the men who have protected him. But he can't do it. Based on his feeling, he would like to offer a prayer, but Allah said no. This is very important for us to know where we stand. We try and they say no, and then we say. Because for them to change their IC is impossible. You see, we have cases a lot in Penang. I'm looking into the cases too. People say, no more, I'm not a Muslim. Now they come to you and they wear all the different kind of signs already to show you who they are. The only problem is their name. They want to change. It's not easy. We keep on praying. We never give up. Maybe one day they'll change again. But if they will die in that condition, what is there for you to fight? Nothing to fight. But it's very tough. But if somebody die away, and then if the authority outside got his IC number, Muslim, they want to look for the parent, we don't involve, they may do it their own way. They may call the mosque or the committee to come, and let them do. We just cannot get involved. Those who are aware, and you are sure 100% this is what they said to you, you cannot. I have thought, based on our feeling. Of course, we tak sampai hati. It's very difficult. That's why this thing is not easy. But you cannot lie to Allah. Allah forbid the Prophet. How can you? Even Prophet want to do something. No. You see how firm when it comes to lakum dinukum waliyadin. This is what they don't believe. Then how can you do something on their death when they don't believe? Do you think you're going to make them happy? No. And this is to show us religion have nothing to do with names. You can call this name the good name, but if they don't believe, even their name don't change, but they believe, then you have to handle in the way that Islam wants you to do. But if the family fight for it, also we cannot fight for it. No problem to us. We can pray for them wherever we are. And this thing is very important for us to understand where we stand. For those who have the sound knowledge about what is happening, stay away. Those who don't have, we don't stop them. Neither we're going to talk about them. Yeah. Inshallah, brothers and sisters, may Allah give us the right spirit and understanding. And this is also happened to what? Like if we are reverts, our family want to come to our Muslim graveyard and do their ritual. You cannot allow that. The same goes. We don't go to their place and do our ritual. Neither they come to our place and do their ritual. It's wrong. And that's why you have the Muslim graveyard. You have the other graveyard to show you lakum dinukum waliyadin. You have your way, we have our way. We are worried one day you mix everything. Then Sunday they come to the mosque and do a prayer. What is going to happen, man? The whole thing will go haywire. And Jumat they said you can come to our house of worship. There will be another problem. What is happening? Yeah. Just an example. Make it clear. Bayinat. Yeah. You segregate. Furqan. Yeah. Brothers and sisters, I think we have made prayer for Datuk Wan Ja'far bin Wan Abdullah earlier when we have been informed that he have a prostate cancer, but he passed away on the 23rd of this month. Allah qadar inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We'll make a prayer for him inshallah. And also Raja Badra Putih is not been well. One of the sister will make dua for her inshallah. We know when there's any news that reach us saying that somebody is not well, even a not yet Muslim, we can pray, may Allah give them guidance. That's what we pray for the mayor. Yeah, may Allah give her guidance. We do not know. Yeah? We don't become judgmental to judge anyone when they're still alive. We always have good hope. So let us end our class with a prayer for the deceased Datuk Wan Ja'far bin Wan Abdullah, and also to Sister Raja Badaria Putih. Yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma qfir lahu warhamhu wa'afihi wa'fu anhu wa akrim nuzulahu wa wasi' mudkhalahu waqsilhu bil ma'i wal thalji wal baradi wa naqqihi min al qataya kama yunaqqa ath-thawb al abyad min ad-danas. Allahumma abdilhu daran khairan min dari, ahlan khairan min ahli, wa zawjan khairan min zawji. Allahumma adkhilhu jannatak wa ajirhu min azabil qabri wa azabil nar. Allahumma ighfir li hayyina wa maytina wa shahidina wa ghaibina wa saghirina wa kabirina wa zakarina wa unthana. Allahumma ahyaytahu minna fa ahyihi ala al-islam wa man tawaffaytahu minna fa tawaffahu ala al-iman. Allahumma la tahrimna ajrahu Ja'far bin Wan Abdullah ya Rahman ya Rahim wala tutillana ba'dahu. Allahumma anta syafi' la shifa'atun illa shifa'uk isfiq Raja Badra Putih ya Rahman ya Rahim. Allahumma ja'al lisanaha wa qalbaha zaqiran wastabbit imaniha ilaika ya hayyun ya qayyum birahmatika nastaghith. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin ya rabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.